Little Leo, I have to move you. I'm gonna be moving some mattresses. You want a snack? Can I move you? Oh my God, they're so heavy. We got one more of those heavy ones. Thank God. Let's talk Turo real quick. I mean, come on. Did you know that you could rent classic cars? Because to be honest, I didn't. And it's the reason, okay, I'm getting excited because I would like to purchase a vintage Chevy square body. And I do not know much about vintage cars, but then I literally thought about Turo and renting different vintage cars to get used to them since I drive a newer one, but it's way more than that. Turo is the world's largest car sharing marketplace, and you can get all sorts of different cars. You can get classic cars, EV cars, you can get trucks, vans, I mean, you name it, you can get it. For me personally, I'm renting classic cars until I can purchase my dream Chevy. With Turo, you can rent any car you want, wherever you want it. From a community of local hosts across the US, UK, Canada, France, and Australia. Booking a car, picking it up, it has been just seamless. You put in where you're gonna be, what type of car you'd like, your dates, the time you'd like to pick up, the time you'd like to drop off, and right when you press continue and you book it, it is just so easy. You can choose from an extraordinary collection of over 1,400 make and models. Another thing I would like to start doing for guests that come in is start to use Turo to basically have them pick up a cool car at the airport and come to the desert and have a second vehicle for people to use. You can also have it delivered to your hotel or wherever you're staying. You can skip the car rental counter at hundreds of airports in the United States and coordinate with your host through your app. If you guys want to check it out for yourself, I highly recommend downloading the Turo app, and you can use the link in my description box and you can rent a car of your choosing. Thank you, Turo, for sponsoring today's episode. It is so lovely. Wow, this is what I look like. It is so lovely to be in love. Anywho, so we're working on the house. That's literally insane. We're just going to go ahead and take it apart and redo it because we want to use Cadillac plaster, and the drywall on the guest bedroom that we are about to tackle has so many layers of knockdown joint compound, wallpaper, paint, and I just slapped on, I don't know, a skim coat, I think, the last time we did it, which, no, I just added to the chaos, which is fine. We look and we don't judge. We can fix it. One part, or the new thing I have learned, is something called aesthetic language. And I am very excited to figure out what that is for the entire house. As I mentioned, or maybe I didn't, I don't know. I've been all over the place. That what material we are using, basically, we're like beta testing the materials we'd like to use throughout the entire house with the guest bedroom and the first bathroom that we are going to do, which is interesting to me. Like, my brain's just kind of like, whoa, I didn't think about that. I always just thought about pulling color through and then kind of working in sporadic spots, and like that's just not the way to go about it. So even though, I don't know, maybe this episode looks slow because, quote unquote, nothing got done, but a lot of life was lived, let me tell you. Anywho, just enjoy this little montage of taking the room apart, okay? Love you guys. What is wrong with you? There's a very sexy hand on the other side of this wall that like does this for an actual, he makes art, and he's about to see how much construction adhesive is on this wall. And I'm tripping. I saved it though. Oh my god. That's strong. There you go. Sorry for the dramatic turn in music, but actually when I started demoing the floors, things got a little emotional. Taking apart a room that I did during being depressed and having crazy anxiety, that was a little interesting because I'm at such a different point now in my life, but there were just like these spurts of moments, like little flashbacks, if you will, throughout the whole thing that did get me in my feels, for sure, not gonna lie. The reason why I poured self-leveling floors is because I found Callie in this bedroom. And I couldn't deal with looking at the stain of where the blood was. So I totally forgot why I poured, I totally forgot why I poured these floors. I was feeling really stupid about this decision. But I was like protecting myself from seeing it. It was the quickest way to get rid of the stain. But yeah. Oof. I was not ready for that. I totally forgot. I was like, here, just so funny. Like, I was just here like beating myself up over this, and that's why I did it. I always crack up when stuff like this happens. Yesterday, went in front of the hottest man in the world and the most goodest, like the most phenomenal man in the world. We were lifting up a wagon full of drywall debris, and the middle part caught me right in the middle. Super fun, so fun. Today's random piece of chaos at the end of the renovation was the bag broke, and now the dust is everywhere again. But that's okay. You know, it's been an emotional first couple days of the renovation, mainly good emotion, finding, you know, Callie's spot again and being reminded of that. Yes, it hurt, but it just made me reflect on how Callie passing away has really just completely changed my life and my perspective on love, my perspective on death, my perspective of grief, depression, anxiety. And it's just brought me right here to this moment. And I'm just so stoked to bring you guys in consistently. And the reality of the renovation, like, remember when I tried to say I was going to renovate the house in 90 days? Like, what are you talking about, Rachel Marie Metz? Absolutely not. It's so crazy to me that we are back here again. Not even again. We've never demoed the walls off of this room. We've never actually renovated this home properly, and we are about to. And just dealing with my mistakes that I've made in the past, not beating myself up, and looking at it just as life happening in this home is very refreshing. I used to be so hard on myself, and now I just giggle. Like, what are we talking about? And other news, here's a physical mood board for you all. So you can kind of start to get the vibe of potential material that's going to be used throughout the house. Obviously, the green vinyl we're inspired by. We want to change that to green marble. We like rusts in brick, and just I just can't wait to show you what we create over here. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. I'll see you very soon for another part of the renovation. Also, did you see all those textures earlier? Come on now. No ways.